Welcome to Rant and Rave Reviews. We saw Underworld Blood Wars.
Blood Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale.
Woo! Imagine a movie that doesn't need plot and all it needs is boobs and women and leather.
Mm-hmm.
And
Works for me.
yeah, the movie is utterly like horrible. I mean, it's just not.
We were expecting a bit more of an effort on the movie, but
Yeah, the pacing was really quick too.
It's like, what the fuck? They were on ADD. It's like, hey, let's have constant shots,
Yeah.
and let's just put them together, and then put it like a jigsaw puzzle. Oh, this fits. But where's the plot? We want to tell you what the story is about, but we don't remember. We just saw the movie. We saw it at what? What was it? 8? Was it 8?
like at
8 o'clock. Yeah.
I do not remember. I barely remember the characters, well, except for our girl Kate Beckinsale. It was like scene after scene, there was an issue. Like they decided not to have white balance in 1. 2, it's like, no, we don't give a fuck about any kind of scene that explains where they are. Mm-hmm. All I know is I've seen that fucking castle like 5-6 times. It was the same shot. They didn't even redo it. There was even one scene where the werewolves were exiting the castle, and they cut it and they used the same footage. Yeah. And then it's just like that's just
that is. I just noticed that.
That was fucked up. Tell them about the scene you were talking about where they're transforming.
Oh, okay, so basically, like the scene is the werewolves are transforming into a werewolf, and all the vampires are just standing there looking. It's like, if you're in a war, why are you not shooting them? You just letting them transform so they can tear you apart. Like,
You're just letting them
Just
go
shoot
to the
them.
final stage.
you let them get to their most powerful stage so they can kill you.
And there was that one scene where they were shooting each other, where homeboy who looked like he might as well be in the boy band. And then the werewolf guy, who I guess you said was from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Marion.
Marius.
Marius.
I mean, he was badass, but they were shooting each other. It was like watching The Matrix, but it wasn't fun. They just kept shooting each other. There was no point.
I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of cool, but I know where you guys are coming from. It's like after the first few rounds, there's no point to it. You might as well get to the actual
Are they
fight.
missing each other?
Well, no, they were hitting each other.
Yeah.
They was hitting each other.
And then they had
It was like Grand Theft Auto with the invisibility cheat.
and then they had the Dragon Ball Z moment where they're like,
They went Super Saiyan. Yes.
and it's like, I shat myself. That's what it looked like. They looked like, because all the bullets started falling off, and I'm like, did you shit too? Because this movie is so old.
Yeah.
That they felt they needed to tell everybody what happened in the previous movies.
Mm-hmm. They kind of didn't. I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot most of the events.
And it was good. I appreciate it because that one guy, David's father, was an actor from Game of Thrones. He looked exactly like the villain in the first movie.
Yeah.
And
Victor.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about that. I was like, wait, is he talking about Victor?
I was talking about Victor. I didn't fucking know because they didn't try to make them look different. It was like 2 gold guys, white hair, black leather,
like twins, basically.
Yeah.
Like a mirror image.
You actually that. He was like, did he die? I was like, I thought he did. It's like, this is like reminded me of Tokyo Drift and then Fast and Furious 4. It's like
let's not explain shit.
Yeah.
Except for that part where they're narrating everything, which I appreciated, but honestly...
It's too much exposition.
Yeah, there was
a
lot of exposition.
I'm glad I was in the restroom and missed that shit, man. For real.
If you want a mindless action movie, I recommend this movie.
I mean, I had fun watching it. I mean, the story was just bad, but...
I mean, it's
you just watch it for Kate Beckinsale and tight leather, you know?
Which you might as well what
girl
do.
Kate.
Underworld Blood Wars, I give it a mediocre Rant.
I also give it a mediocre Rant.
I too say it's mediocre.
Me too. Mediocre.
The first one was awesome. The second one, some people talk shit about the second one. I think the second one was really good.
Bad.
You find out where the vampires come from. the werewolves,
Yes.
and on top of that, you find out that there's actually an immortal father. I like how they go deeper into the lore. Once it got to Awakening, I'm just like, man, this don't feel right. This feels a little bit different. It doesn't feel the same. I feel like they're just trying to like add a crap ton of CGI to make it look flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But in reality, at the end of the day, it doesn't feel the same in comparison to
It's just like a different cast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The only
Yeah.
one who's the same as Kate Beckinsale.
And so, how long have
Exactly.
these movies been apart?
like it,
3
I think
years
it started-
apart.
So,
3 years apart,
so
yeah.
for something that's been that far apart franchise-wise, they really shouldn't have forced us to assume we knew what was going on. So they definitely should have re-explained the origins. It would have been nice for it to go and pass it.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why I think this movie definitely deserves it deserves what it gets. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, it is definitely a movie. I like the first one. I like the second one. I never saw the third one. And Awakening was good. I liked it because it really gave more of a feel. But there are some things about Awakening that was just kind of stupid. And yeah, the next one, this one is it's just okay. I mean, mediocre. Definitely just.
Yeah.
It's mindless action, man. You don't pay attention to the story. You just watch it for the action, dude.
Yeah, just watch this one. I mean, if I could say anything positive about this movie is that if you just pay to watch a movie you want to see and
Kate Beckinsale in the tight leather.
don't care about anything else, this is your movie. But if you like plot, you like story, you like development, you like your camera angles to not look like that has ADD, and you don't want if you may know what white balance is, but in other words, if your tent looks blue through a majority of your movie, and you like that, this is your movie. But it's definitely, from a critic standpoint, it's mediocre.